So my name is Jasmine McKinga and I am the head brewer at Blind Man Brewing. I have been at Blind Man for just over 6 years. 2.5 of them were as a part-time staff while I was in school, and the last 3 years I've been the head brewer here. So I was looking for a job that had a balance of creativity and science and kept me on my feet all day because I cannot sit still for the life of me. So I seen the brewing program at Olds College and I kind of thought that hit all the marks for me, and so I gave it a go. About 2 days on the brew floor, 1 day in meetings, and 1 day just as kind of a flex. So on my flex day, I either help out on the floor or finish up any emails, recipe development, stuff like that. So I spend a lot of time staring at my whiteboard. It's kind of the just day-to-day planner for everything that's happening in the brewery. My team references it consistently every day. It's kind of the heartbeat of the brewery. Like it's where everyone's consistently going to check what's happening, and everything sort of flows out from that point. So it's my baby. We start by milling our grains the night before, and then the next morning when you come in, you can start your brew first thing. So the grain goes into the mash lauter tun, where we basically make a giant grain soup. And it allows the enzymes to work to turn the starches in the grains into sugars. And then we begin what's called the lautering process, and that's basically just moving the wort from the mash lauter tun into the brew kettle. Once it's all in the brew kettle, we boil the wort to sterilize it, kind of get some caramelization reactions going, as well as adding our hops for bitterness. Once boil is done, we do a quick whirlpool to try and kind of gather all the proteins and extra hop debris to the middle so that we're not pulling those into the tank when we begin knockout. In the fermenter, we add yeast and begin our fermentation. For ales, it stays in fermenter for about 2 weeks. And for our lager, we have it in tank for about 8 weeks. So for recipe development, I look at it as very similar to baking cookies. You pick your style of cookie you want to make. So for example, chocolate chip, there's usually kind of a base guideline out there for what that looks like. And you can't make a chocolate chip cookies out of 90% chocolate chips. It's just not going to turn out great. So recipe development is very similar in that you start to get a feel for what grains you can use little bits of and which ones you can sub in more of, or where you can make those substitutions. And then I guess with that, inspiration tends to come from sort of everywhere, from styles I've tried and we haven't brewed, from requests people have asked us to make, and just from wanting to be creative and try things I haven't tried before. So challenges would be continuing to make a consistent product time after time, ensuring that it's meeting all of our true to brand specs consistently so that when it goes out into the market, we're always meeting expectations. And within that, realizing that styles are changing, people's tastes are changing, and trying to determine whether our beer needs to change with that or what styles we need to bring to the table to meet those needs. Bringing good beer out is rewarding, and watching my team get awards for beers they've created at the different award shows we've been to has been really satisfying. It's really exciting to see them excited and passionate about what they're doing. Okay, so my favorite part of Blind Man is my team. They are super supportive and super hardworking and really easy to get along with. They've made being here fantastic. I'm really happy to have them with me. It's fantastic. Also, I love the grain out system. It's top notch. And I really like that we have a barrel program, so I get to experiment and grow my knowledge in a lot of different areas.